Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Aiden, from Cartoon Apocalypse, and welcome back to another episode of Miraculous Ladybug News. Now, we got two new trailers, sort of. The second trailer is kind of weird. I'll explain that when we get to it. But these trailers were released from Disney Channel, and if you are not aware, the New York special is airing on Disney Channel USA on September 25th at 8 p.m. EST. So, if you don't have that marked in your calendars, I highly recommend that you do. You can also visit my website, miraculousladybugnews.com, and go to the countdown section, and that will give you a by-second countdown to when we can see that New York special. And as of this video going up, it is less than a week away, so that is fantastic. As always, if you want to stay updated on all of the news relating to Miraculous, I highly recommend that you go ahead and subscribe because I will update you whenever we hear new news. Now, before I go ahead and talk about this trailer, I will go ahead and play the clips for you. So, yeah, and by the way, this clip that I'm going to show you is a combination of the first trailer and the clips from the second trailer. So, just wanted to put that out there, and then I will go into more detail on each specific scene. So, yeah, let's go ahead and play that.
Hey, Marinette, you're sitting next to me.
Prepare for takeoff from Paris.
You're going away?
To New York.
Operation New York.
And witness the miraculous.
Tiki Sponsor! Miraculous Ladybug!
Nothing's impossible for Ladybug.
Miraculous World, New York United Heroes. Special event premieres Friday at 8.
Everything okay?
Oh, whoa! It's a little hot in here, isn't it?
Will give you chills.
So there was the clips, pretty awesome. I'm sure most of you have probably already seen it, but I wanted to play it for those of you guys who haven't seen it maybe. Now, it's no surprise that we're starting to see new clips because typically Disney Channel likes to promote their stuff, and it's pretty typical to get, promotions and trailers a week before the episode airs. So no real surprise there. Are we going to see more clips? Most likely. Do I know when? No. Do I know if we will? No, but it's likely. So, assuming that we do get new clips, I will go ahead and share those with you. So this first clip here is Adrian saying, "Hey Marinette, you're sitting next to me," and Marinette's like, "Oh my gosh, it's a dream come true." And in case you needed more confirmation that, the season 3 finale was sort of like, well, is Marinette gonna start giving up on Adrian and going for Luca? Well, this is further confirmation because we already knew from, I think it was synopsises from the New York special, maybe. I can't remember. It was too long ago. But basically, Marinette is still going to be chasing after Adrian, at least in the specials, and I think in season 4 as well. So, yeah, don't worry. Lucanette is not happening yet. So that means that we can see this awesome dynamic of Marinette freaking out while she's sitting next to Adrian on the plane. Maybe we'll see something similar to Star Train, but not entirely sure. Now, I did want to point out that Adrian is carrying an oddly colored bag for him, I think. This sort of reminds me of something that Marinette would have, so I think he's being nice and carrying Marinette's bag for her, so I think that's just another nice point that Adrian's doing. Alright, so another thing that I wanted to point out, this is on the part that Marinette is screaming "Oh my gosh." Well, that's what they want you to think with this promo. Now, if we learned anything from a long time ago when they released the Frozen promos, the promos are made to be deceiving. So, what I'm suggesting here is that this clip right here of Marinette's, of the camera zooming in on Marinette and the oddly tinted color in the background, I'm suggesting that that is not actually the context of this. It could very well be, but if you look at Marinette's face, that is not the face of super exciting, oh my gosh, I'm sitting next to Adrian. That is the face of her being terrified of something. I don't know what it is, because it's definitely not the plane crashing, because obviously I think the plane is going to go down. But, she's still holding her ticket. I don't think she's taken her seats yet. So I don't know under what circumstance. This may just be Chloe being "No, Adrian, come sit next to me," or something like that. Or maybe it's Lila as well. I mean, that's probably a even bigger possibility. But I don't think that this is her reaction for Adrian sitting next to her. It could very well be, but that's just my guess. Don't know what or why she's making this reaction, but just wanted to put that out there, that this will likely be used in a different context in the actual New York special. So the next clip is Majestia, and she is flying after the plane, which is presumably going down. And there's not really anything really new here. We already have seen sort of Majestia flying after the plane from the very first clip that was released. So not really going to commentate on that because you can go check out the other video where I talked about this clip in particular. Next we see Marinette transforming, not really anything big. Next we have a clip of Ladybug and Cat Noir sitting on some rooftops, and this is obviously going to be Ladybug telling Cat Noir that she is leaving, just going away in particular, because I don't think she's going to say like, hey, I'm going to New York, because then Cat Noir will be like, huh, that's interesting. And so Cat Noir is responding like, you're going away? Now he seems a little bit like more irritated than you would think. Like if Ladybug was just being like, yeah, I'm going on a vacation for a week, you gotta protect Paris, I think Cat Noir would be like, okay, cool. But I think Ladybug said it in a weird way, like, hey Cat Noir, I'm going away, or like I'm leaving or something, and then Cat Noir's like, what, you're going away? Obviously I don't think it's that big of a deal. Like at least I wouldn't think so. I mean, I get that it's sort of a big deal and that like Cat Noir has a big responsibility, except for he's not gonna be in Paris anyway. So I think this is the initial reaction. So Cat Noir doesn't fully understand that like Ladybug's coming back. It's just saying that Cat Noir is like worried that Ladybug's going away forever, and I feel like this has something to say for Cat Noir still liking Ladybug, because with season 3 it's sort of implied that Adrigami is happening, but I think there's a lot of reason to believe that maybe that's not necessarily the case. Maybe Cat Noir still likes Ladybug, especially if Luke and Net's not happening. Like, doesn't that just help prove the point a little bit more? Like, they're still hanging on to the initial love square? Like, I don't know, because why else would Cat Noir be having such a big reaction? I mean, I get it. I mean, like, Ladybug is a very good friend to Cat Noir, and so, like, if I was Cat Noir and I thought Ladybug was leaving forever, like, that'd be sad, right? And then I'd have that reaction as well. But I'm just saying that might also play into it a bit. Now, this scene might also have some nice Lady Noir action, because some of you like that a lot. So, yeah, I mean, that's maybe one thing to look out for. Not entirely sure, because it feels more serious, and I don't know how long they're going to be spending on this topic. But I just want to put it out there, because it does sort of give off the mood of being, like, sort of romantic, because, you know, it's nighttime, and the Eiffel Tower's glowing in the background. It's just kind of cool. Alright, next we have a shot of the Eiffel Tower. Not really anything special here. Now, we do see, I think that's the plane crashing down, so this is mostly just like an aerial shot and showing like, hey, the plane's coming down directly to New York City. Uh-oh, that's not good, sad. So yeah, just wanted to point that out there, that the plane is falling in this scene, so this was going to be earlier on probably. Next we have Alia and Nino being like, Operation New York. Now, if I had to guess, this is most likely going to be Alia and Nino like trying to come up with a plan to get Adrian and Marinette to sit next to each other on the plane, or to, you know, be grouped together for the entire trip or something like that. Don't entirely know, it could just be like Operation New York, let's have some fun. But I mean, Alia does have like a little cheeky expression on her face, so I think it's more likely that she's gonna try to help Marinette out in this situation. Next we have more transformation scenes from Ladybug, not really important. Next we have a clip of Ladybug hanging onto some rope along with Cat Noir down at the very bottom. Now there's no audio commentary, well I mean there is, but not like anything from Ladybug or Cat Noir or from any other character. So I don't know in what context this is. I don't even know if this is New York. That it'd be my guess that this is New York, but there's also the possibility that it's not, but it most likely is. But I'm trying to figure out, I don't think this is with the plane crashing. That wouldn't be my guess. I don't think I can come up with any explanation for this at this point in time. I'm wondering if this expression from Ladybug is like, what, Cat Noir, what are you doing here? I'm wondering if that's that expression, but I don't know for sure. We just don't have enough info on this clip to make good guesses, I don't think, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. Another transformation scene, hooray. Next we have Ladybug and Cat Noir jumping off of a roof. Don't know, I mean, like, I don't know what to say for this one. It's just them jumping off of a roof in New York. Speaking of jumping off of a roof in New York, we have Night Owl jumping off of a roof in New York, presumably. I mean, I don't know, it may not have been a roof. I'm not judging, I'm just saying it was most likely a roof. So this is another cool look at Night Owl. I think Night Owl's design is like really cool, so I'm excited to see her in action. Next we got Falcon like riding on some cool missiles through the streets. Is it through the streets in between buildings in New York? I guess I shouldn't really be saying in New York because I think it's established that they are in New York right now. So yeah, just some cool missile surfing through the streets. Now these missiles actually look interesting, and it makes me wonder, are these missiles friendly missiles or are these enemy missiles? I don't think, there's no way for us to really tell at this point, because it could be Sparrow just like, you know, hijacking enemy missiles, or it could be like friendly missiles and he's like using them to get further ahead. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Next we got Kent Noir transformation scene, nothing special. Now this clip is really interesting because I think this is going to be the main villain, which I don't know if this is the same person that we saw on the plane in the very first clip that was released. It's possible. I mean, he or she sort of looks similar, but I don't know for sure. I honestly don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe this person got powered up from something. Who knows? As far as what I think this guy's ability may be, I don't know. I feel like are the robot arms maybe it? I don't know. Maybe his ability is some sort of like technologically advanced like super suit kind of thing that can do like arms and like maybe a gun or something like that. So yeah, I don't know. He looks pretty cool. So I'm excited to see how this guy is used in the show and how he uses his weaponry. And then obviously in this clip we can see Ladybug and Cat Noir trying to surround him, but we don't see anybody else, which I don't know if that's an indicator to be like, wow, they were all taken out, or like they're all busy doing something else, like maybe there's a lot of other villains out. I don't know. Next clip is Cat Noir and he has his Cataclysm out, and then we can see Sparrow in the back, which I guess is just a better look at Sparrow because it's actually in the daytime, and Sparrow's design looks really cool. Now we have the animation for Cat Noir doing his Cataclysm, nothing really special. Next we have Ladybug jumping onto a green thing. Now you may think that this is the Eiffel Tower, but I honestly don't think so. Or, I mean, maybe it's like an akumatized Eiffel Tower, that could be pretty interesting. But it looks more to me like some sort of reptile. So, like, it sort of reminds me of like Godzilla, for example. So, I feel like either Hawkmoth akumatizes something, like maybe the Eiffel Tower to turn into a reptile, or a reptile and it just gets really big, or something like that. I don't know. Now Ladybug is holding something in her hand. I don't think it's a Lucky Charm. Maybe it, to me, like, I don't know. The only thing that really came to mind was like a part of it, like a plug, like an electrical plug that was like severed close to the end. I don't know. That was the only thing I could think of. Let me know if you have any other thoughts as to what that could be. I don't know. But yeah, I think it would be really cool if Hawkmoth ended up akumatizing the Eiffel Tower, because like, I don't know, that just seems like such a cool idea. And I don't know, I mean, we know that Hawkmoth can akumatize objects, we've just never seen it in action, so this would be a really good way to use that. Next we have a scene of Cat Noir and this new hero character, and she looks very similar to another character that Thomas sort of like hinted at on Twitter quite some time ago. So my guess is these two are the same person. Don't know entirely though, but it's most likely the case. She kind of reminds me of like an alien power because of the third eye, but honestly, I don't know what her power could be. I don't think there was any, like, so a lot of the characters like Sparrow, for example, like they were created a long time ago and we've seen them in the comics, but I don't think we've seen this character before, and so I'm really excited to learn more about these characters. But anyway, Cat Noir is saying nothing's impossible for Ladybug, so my guess is this is like, maybe they're trapped, and then Cat Noir is trying to like be like, yeah, nothing's impossible for Ladybug, she's gonna come save us, or maybe like Ladybug is trying to like convince the team and not everybody's satisfied, and then Cannon was like, nothing's impossible for Ladybug or something like that. It does sort of look like they're in like a crate of some kind, sort of like Night Owl. I think that's what the episode was called. So that's sort of the vibes I'm getting from the background, but I don't entirely know. But I am interested to see more about this, because it could be them being trapped, and if it is, then that means that maybe Ladybug has to do stuff on her own, which again, I don't know if I like that. I like having teammates, and you know, like if you have a lot of heroes, why not use them? But we'll just have to see. So this final scene is the plane presumably taking off or getting closer to the cruising altitude. And then it's Adrian asking Marinette, like, oh, is everything okay? And Marinette's like, oh, it's so hot in here. Just a funny little gag to end off the trailer. Nothing like super important, but it is just a funny little scene there. Now, one thing I do want to say before we go into the second trailer, I'm so happy that we're getting SAMG to animate these, because it's so nice. The animation looks so good from this trailer, and like, I know the season 3 finale was SAMG animated. It's just knowing that SAMG is not going to be animating season 4 and 5. It's so nice seeing this. Like I already miss it, even though we haven't really seen a fully DC season yet. So yeah, I just want to say the animation looks so good. Alright, so the second trailer isn't officially a full Miraculous trailer. It was actually like I don't even know what you would call it, but it was like a combination between a Frozen trailer and a Miraculous trailer. It was so weird, but for what I did was I just took out all the new clips from that like combined trailer and just put them at the end of the new, like the full Miraculous trailer. So we're gonna talk about that now. So first we have Marinette and Adrian sort of like with their arms up, presumably in the plane. This one is considerably less quality than the first one, but my guess as to what's happening here is Marinette's trying to put the luggage up in the plane, and then it like is about to fall, and then Adrian's like, oh, I got you, and then Marinette starts freaking out because, oh, Adrian's there, and you know, whatever. That's my guess as to what's happening, but it could not be. Let me know if you have any other ideas. Next we have Ladybug dodging some purple laser beams along with the new character that we just talked about earlier. We don't really know too much more than that. And this final clip is of Majestia coming in for a super punch, and that's really all we have from that one. But yeah, that was a breakdown of this new trailer. I guess technically it was 2 new trailers, but I don't know. I liked it. It's more like 1 in my eyes, but oh well. If you did enjoy, you can go ahead and leave a like and subscribe for more content similar to this, because I will update you whenever we hear new news. So if you like staying updated, highly recommended. But yeah, I'll talk to you in the next video. Goodbye.
I don't know a thing about human girls, but whenever I meet a beautiful camembert, I introduce myself. Hello, camembert. I'm Plague, so very nice to eat you.